us on Facebook at Daunta A. Long. Follow us on Instagram at Daunta Long. Follow us on YouTube at Daunta A. Long. Thank you for tuning in to LongTalk.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to LongTalk. I'm so happy that you've taken the time to tune in on this Thursday evening. I trust that you've had a great day, and as we are preparing to bring this week to a close, I pray that you have had a winning week thus far, and I'm glad that you've taken the time on this evening to come on and be a part of this LongTalk. And to take just a few moments this evening to engage us in meaningful dialogue, relevant discussion, hoping that we take away something that will benefit all of our lives in these LongTalk discussions and conversations. Tonight, if this is your first time with us or you're a returning guest, I would ask you, if you don't mind, to please take a moment and follow us here at LongTalk. You can do so in a multiplicity of ways. Let me just go over it real quickly. Familiarize yourself with our Facebook page. Many of you may be watching us on Facebook tonight. So please, if you will, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, if you don't mind, hit the share button because we want to enable you to get the word out concerning LongTalk. And if you're on Instagram, go ahead and go there and follow us and like us there on Instagram. Also, if you're on Twitter, we are tweeting many of the meaningful thoughts that happen here in the conversations. You can go to Twitter and find them. Even as recent as last Tuesday, we were able to put that out, and that has received so much interaction on Twitter. So please, if you don't mind, follow us at and on Twitter at Daunta Long. Lastly, for those of you that are on YouTube, we're so thankful for our YouTube audience. Many are engaging us and being a part of our YouTube community. Thank you so much for all that are on YouTube. Do us a favor. Go ahead and subscribe, and if you don't mind, hit that little bell on the side. That's the notification bell. That enables you to stay engaged and up to date with all things LongTalk. So no matter which platform you're on tonight, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, just engage us here at LongTalk. Myself and our production team would love to just interact with you. Thank you so much, and we appreciate it in advance for you connecting to us here at LongTalk. Well, again, we're excited as always. Boy, it's been just a phenomenal week thus far. A lot of great things have happened, but yet a lot of great things are preparing to happen. This Thursday evening, we are in for a treat on this evening, a joy to have so many guests that come, and tonight is absolutely no different by any stretch of the imagination. I have been just anticipating our guest tonight for just a few weeks, if I dare go as far as to say a few months, because of who he is and what he has been doing and what he is doing. Our guest tonight is known throughout the central Georgia area as one of the premier pastors because of his unique ability. He pastors there the Faith Perfecting Life Center in the central Georgia area. He also is a talented, and I mean extremely talented musician. He has music singles out because he's a gifted, and I mean extremely gifted musician. He comes from a gifted family of musicians. Many of you know many of the family members, his sister, his dad, and others. It comes from a rich heritage of just musical genius and talent. But tonight, he has taken it even a step further. He has put the vision that God gave him to empower the body of Christ and many others who read to impact their lives. And tonight he said to me, he said, Daunta Long, before it is that we premiere this book to the general public, I want to use your platform to come on and talk about it. So I am extremely honored. Let me say that. But tonight our guest hails as one of the premier voices there in Central Georgia, originally from Cordele, Georgia. But tonight, friends, help me welcome LongTalk audience. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Timothy Boone. God bless you, friend. How you doing tonight?
Bless you, bro, man. That was an introduction. Good gracious. Oh, my God. Bless you, man. I am glad to be here. Glad to be on with you. I'm excited, of course, about being on. And, of course, I bring you greetings from Faith Perfecting Life Center, where I serve as a senior pastor here in the city of Warner Robins, Georgia. I do have a single out called Possible. Of course, y'all, Dr. Long have already put it out there that I'm from a lineage of singers, artists, preachers, and God has blessed me to put out a single. And I am favored by the Lord with this great man of God to discuss a couple of things on the book that will be out on this coming Sunday. I'm excited about that. So I'm ready, man. I'm excited. I'm glad to be here, bro. Glad to be here, man.
Dr. Boone, we appreciate you taking the time to come on the show. We know you're busy.
Yes,
if you're not somewhere playing, if you're not somewhere singing, if you're not somewhere preaching, if you're not somewhere counseling, if you're not somewhere mentoring, there are many others that talk about your mentoring skills and being a great friend. You and I know that you are a great friend to so many, and also a brother. Many have told us in times past, all it takes is one call to Boone, and he'll make sure everything is calm, cool, and so for you to say, Long, I want to come on and talk about the book before it premieres to the general public on Sunday. Friend, I really count it as an honor, and I thank you so much.
Bless you, man.
I thank you so very much.
Yes, sir. Bless you, man.
And I appreciate you for taking the time. So, man, there's a lot of buzz. Boom, there is a lot of buzz out here about this new book. But before we get into that, I want to say that, boy, even now, I am still receiving messages. How can I get my hands on the book? And I've seen so many saying that they want to get the book because they've been waiting for the book. And just let the people know again, when is the book going to be available?
The book going to be available. We'll have books on hand on this coming Sunday at my church. We're going to do it around about 1 p.m. Of course, we'll do the CDC rules and guidelines, so there will be face masks and hand sanitizer and stuff like that, but we'll definitely sign the book, and you can be there at the church, or you can go to Amazon, and a lot of people are ordering right now on Amazon, but definitely going to be at the church. We'll have books on hand, and we'll be glad to gift you and bless you and empower you with the book that's coming out. Yes, sir.
Man, so friends, wait. If you want to get a physical copy in your hand by week's end, wait until Sunday and meet Dr. Boone in Warner Robins. But tonight, we can't even wait until Sunday, Doc. We got to dig in right now.
Yes, sir, man.
Because so many people are even just talking about this, and I want to just go ahead and talk about it, if you don't mind. Excuse me for rushing to the table to eat. I did wash my hands, but I'm ready to eat, Boone. I'm ready to eat. Can I sit down? Can we sit down and start?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready to eat, man.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Listen, man. God is perfecting my faith.
Yes, sir.
And
that is it.
Man, right now, in the time of crisis and in we want to call this conversation having faith in the time of crisis, right?
Right. Yeah.
But not just having faith.
Uh-huh.
You say that God wants to do what?
Perfect it, man. He wants to
Perfect it.
Yes, sir, man.
But somebody
Yes,
would
sir.
say, just off the onset, all you got to do is have faith, a measure, a small,
Yeah. Right. That's true. That's true, Long. And I when I thought about this book, matter of fact, I've been writing this for a minute.
Okay.
And the Lord just timing is everything, and I have discovered that.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord just had things done on time at a decent time where I was being impatient. But when I think about it, I'm not thinking about having a spotless faith, but having a more mature faith. It is the understanding of being content, as Paul said, in whatever state.
Sure.
Regardless of, because see, now what we're facing, and the pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19, and there were a lot of people who lost loved ones as well as lost period through this time. And I believe God says, regardless of what you lost, I still want you to trust me, and I still want you to be mature enough that even when you've lost, that you still know who I am and know that I'm still able regardless. And that's where it is more than just a small. You follow what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Your faith has to intensify, man, to be at that level, I believe. Yes,
Absolutely.
sir. Yes, sir.
So, man, tonight I just want to dig in because as I was just perusing through the book,
right,
man, you come out the gate swinging, and when you come out the gate swinging, one of the first things you talk about in one of the early chapters is for the necessity to fulfill your purpose.
right, yes, sir.
And boy, this is the part where I had to really sit down and focus.
Okay.
You said here, this is what you said. Now, you wrote this. I want to put a disclaimer out to our audience. Dr. Boone wrote this. Daunta Long didn't write this, okay? Boone says in his book, pain is a part of the equation to purpose.
Yes, sir.
You go on to say,
yes, sir.
If there's no progress, then whether you say there is no progress if there is no pain.
Yes, sir.
Let me say it again. There is no progress if there is no pain. Right. Lastly, you say pain is also the vital part to growth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What I discovered during my time of pastoring is there are so many changes that we go through as leaders, as pastors, and I did not gain that when I first started Faith Perfecting. That's even why I called the book God is Perfecting My Faith.
Okay.
Because what I discovered is when you accept God and you accept what He's called you to do, that does not mean everything is easy. It does not mean everything everything is on a platform. Everything is at a level. You have no more struggles, no more challenges. Actually, it begins and starts the journey of your challenges. It is the starting point of your challenges. It is the starting point of your journey. Of course, we look at even David in 1 Samuel chapter 16, and of course, everybody root for David because he got poured with oil in front of the brothers, in front of the haters. But his journey didn't start until he got victory over Goliath. And the person he had to deal with was Saul. That's when the journey started. And of course, that caused the growth. That pain, that suffering caused the growth. Even Romans chapter 8, verse 18, you know it. Paul says, for I reckon that the sufferings of the present time are not worthy to be compared to the glory that shall be revealed. So that means we're going to have to go through suffering, but it helps us to grow. It helps us to become better. It's like almost going to lifting weights. You cannot get stronger unless you add more weight. When you start adding weight, that's when you begin to become stronger. Now, if you want to sit up there and look at the weights, you cannot expect no development. If you're going to sit up there and look at it, you cannot expect no development. Development and growth takes place when you put the weight on that bar and begin to lift it. And so that's why I came at it in that direction. Yeah, bro. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
So you're going to start this counseling session off tonight with, I need to add some more weight?
Right. And to be
You mean
honest,
we're not going to gradually ease into it, Boone? You're saying we've got to experience some pain.
Yes, sir, man. And I mean, you think about it, as many doors that have closed in your face as a process to dealing with ministry, as many people who have walked off and left, as many things and challenges that have happened, and you looking like, okay, even when we entered into 2020, it was supposed to be that year, and all of a sudden, boom, here comes something. Really didn't nobody
the year we heard so many say, Boone, you heard them, the year of vision, and then we got blindsided.
Right. Right. Yeah. We face something now that's not including what we're already personally going through, what we're already going through striving to do ministry, but now we face something that is called COVID-19 that we were not expecting, and God says you still got to do ministry. You still got to lead your people. This is actually a part of growth because some of us know how to operate church. Some of us know how to do ministry, but we don't have no personal relationship with God. So God said, what I'll do is I'll allow something to hit the earth, close all churches, close everybody's church, let you preach to phones and cameras so that you'll gain a personal relationship with me and you begin to grow. Yes, sir, man. Pain is a part of it. It is a part of your purpose. It is connected to your purpose. It's
as a matter of fact, you wrote it's vital to grow.
Yes, sir. It is. It is, bro.
So in layman's terms, I gotta have some pain in order to grow.
That's it. I have to. Right.
There's no other way to perfect this.
Yes, no, sir. You have to deal.
Boone, why can't you just tell me what's coming is better than what's been, or in 3 days God is getting ready to, or if you give $20, it's gonna
right. And you know what? Because of that long, and I'm guilty of that too. Man, I done high-fived and 360'd and people under the bench and everything. I'm guilty of that too. But because of that, we have dealt with people who are weak. We've dealt with people who don't have strength enough to take certain things. We deal with people who sometimes you go get weary quick.
Yeah.
You have little struggle here. I don't want to do it no more because we have. It's going to turn around and think, nah, man. If you understand that word, you'll realize and recognize that this is a part of what you go through. This is a part of fulfilling your purpose. This is a part of what did Paul tell Timothy? Fight the good fight of faith, which means it's a fight, brother. It is a part. Pain is a part of it. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, bro. Pain
and I can't go AWOL. I can't dodge this fight.
Nah, man, you can't go AWOL. You can't dodge this one. You got to confront it, and you got to go through it. You got to go through it. David said it. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I won't fear no evil. Well, I know you with me. And if he's walking through something, we all have to. I had to learn that too, brother. I had to learn that too. It was something during ministry, during the challenges or the stages of ministry, I had to learn it, and I had to apply it to my life. Yes, sir, man.
And so in this book, you really again, like I said, you come out of the gate swinging.
Yeah.
Again, if you're just joining us, we're on with Dr. Timothy Boone tonight in his new release, God is Perfecting My Faith, where again you talk about this whole thing of having to go through and suffer and have pain afflicted on me.
Right.
But I'm used to inflicting pain on others. But now you're saying
Do not go there.
Pain. I must endure the pain.
That's it. That's it, man.
And you're saying that this is a part of the perfecting.
It is the part of perfecting, man. Paul said it in 1 Peter 12, verse 4. Do not be surprised at the fiery trials. He said, don't be surprised, because when you're fulfilling your purpose, you should expect it. I used to hear it as a young man growing up in the church, but you don't really know until you have to experience it. But experience, I found out, is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. Some things you're not going to be taught in a class. No matter how long you go to seminary, you will not be taught in a class. You will have to deal with it. You will have to encounter it. And you can't have no testimony if you ain't never passed no test. Yeah, man. If you ain't never been through no test, you can't say what God can do. How can you get up there and preach about what God can bring you out of if you ain't never been in it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So, yes, sir, brother. It's in there, Doc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got to go through some pain. I get it.
Yes, sir.
And it's vital.
Right.
But it's going to perfect my faith.
That's it.
Is it? So you're saying the pain that I received today will help me deal with the obstacle that I may face in 2022?
Yes, sir.
2023?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
I think I could deal with that.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I think I could deal with that.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes,
Boone. I'm with you a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, man. My grandmama used to say a long time ago, you need tough skin. I would wonder what she mean, because I was a little boy, let a lot of stuff get to me. She said, you need tough skin. She said, what the world ahead, you need tough skin. And now I understand. I had to experience some things. I had to go through some things in order to be stronger, in order to be more mature.
Oh, my goodness.
Let some things affect me. Because, some things will change your whole attitude. Sometimes some things will change your whole mood. They'll change your whole perspective. Before you know it, you be talking wrong. Before you know it, you be saying things. But this is a part of perfecting your faith, man. Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
I love it, man. I love it.
Man. Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
think that there are some people that are watching have just received the necessary wake-up call.
That's good.
That maybe the pain that they're experiencing is not the devil or the enemy, but it is actually a part of the equation for their growth.
Sir. Yes, sir. That's it. That is it, man.
So, Boone, I don't have to go around blaming the devil any longer.
Come on, Long. That's it, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
wow.
Man. That's it. It changes your mind.
It's changing my mind. There you go.
That's it.
I feel like I'm being perfected a little bit here now.
That's it, man. That's it.
My goodness.
Yeah, Long. That's it, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes,
oh,
sir.
my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Listen, quickly, I want to go to this part here in the book.
Okay.
You are also, and again, if you're joining us tonight, just tuning in here on LongTalk, you're on with yours truly. But tonight, our special guest, Dr. Timothy Boone, and his new release, God is Perfecting My Faith, has come out the gate swinging.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about what we're facing, the difficulty, the opposition, the all-out indifference that we may be seeing, the blindsidedness of what we were not expecting is all a part of this equation.
Yes, sir.
and it's perfecting us. And so,
Yes, sir.
man, thank you for sharing that. That really just
Bless you,
helped
bro.
me adjust to, the
Yeah.
difficulties that I'm facing now.
Right. Got
And
you.
I promise, Boone, I'm not going to blame it on the devil.
Yeah,
Not
man.
going to blame it on what the old folks used to say, the white man. Because now I realize,
Hey, that's
no,
it, Long. That's it, man.
they're going through the
Part.
same situations I'm going through. Not going to
Yes,
blame
sir.
it
Right.
on the Hispanics. They taking all the
Right.
jobs.
Right.
No, I can't blame it on nobody. Is that what you're telling me?
That's it. That's it. You have to have a mindset of, if God allowed this to happen, then this is a part of the journey of where I'm headed. If God allowed this to happen, this is a part of the journey of where I'm headed. That's why Paul said, count myself not have apprehended, forgetting those things which are behind. And he wasn't talking about the mistakes or the mess up. He was talking about what he has accomplished.
Yeah.
Forgetting those things which are behind, I press toward the mark. In other words, I am still striving to do what you call me to do, God. Yeah, man.
Boone, I'm really sensing that there are some people that are watching, perhaps amidst COVID-19, they've maybe lost a job.
Yes, sir.
Perhaps
Yes, sir, Long.
falling behind economically in some areas.
Right. That's good.
Is it fair to believe that this also is a part of a greater plan?
I believe it is. I believe that each and every person is going through, who's dealing with financial, situations, with the economy and the loss and everything. I believe this is to get them to trust God, that he is a God that can give and that can do greater. And then this is a part to also bring out the creativity in that person, in that individual. Maybe God's been trying to get you off that job for the longest, but you think that job is the only thing you can rely on to get you where you need to be. So God says, well, I got to cut it off. I got to allow, some things to cut it off so you can pull out what's already been in you this whole time. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah.
Boone, I really sense that you're helping somebody right now who has been trying to figure out why is it that they had to lose their job in this crisis. Why is it that they even had to get sick and flat on their back?
Yes,
we
sir.
receive here so many messages about people saying, Daunta Long, I have received COVID-19.
Wow.
I almost died. Why did this happen to me? I get that question at least once a week, Boone. Why did this happen to me?
Jesus.
And you're telling me now that this is a part of me fulfilling my purpose.
That's it. As I stated, you can't have a testimony without a test. And the thing is, what we go through, even during this time of COVID, those who have been sick, this is not just for you. This is for somebody else. Somebody gonna go through that same situation, and you're going to have to be the one to say, if God did it for me, surely he's able to do it for you. Yes, sir. So in order for you to say that, you have to go through it. You had to deal with it. You had to face it. Don't understand it a lot of times, but God knows. And my grandma say, you don't question him because you trust him. But there are times I had to question, hey God, what's going on here?
Sure.
God is saying, if this is what I called you to do, believe me, I feel like this, Long. I feel like God will not take you until your purpose is fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
He will allow certain things to happen to you, but he will not allow death to take you until your purpose is fulfilled in the earth. Now that's my belief. I really believe that. Yes, sir, man.
Boone,
Yes,
that
sir.
is so good. I know that has helped somebody here this evening.
Yes, sir.
That has been trying to figure out why me and why have I had to, why not somebody else? I think that what you have laid out for us here tonight has really solved a lot of the mysteries to so many people's equation of life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We could really shut it down right now, but I know you got more in this book, because you didn't say perfected, you said perfecting.
Yes.
Perfecting. My God,
sir.
quickly, because man, we could get stuck here all night.
Man.
Boone, I took another note here.
Okay.
Where you go down in a couple chapters and you talk about being faithful to the call.
Right.
Oh, being faithful to the call. And this is when I really pulled it right up to my eyes, because I wanted to make sure you talking right. You said here in the book, you said, understanding the will of God is more of accepting a task rather than giving a yes or a no.
Yes, sir.
Next you say, when you answer the call of God,
yes, sir,
you're yielding yourself to his will.
Yeah.
Unpack that for me a little bit, if you will.
Well, the Bible, I believe it's Matthew chapter 20, that says many are called, but few are chosen.
Mm-hmm.
And what that's saying is many hear the call, but few accept the task or accept the responsibility of the call. Many hear the call, but few answer because of the task of the call. I believe that most of the time, when it comes down to accepting the task or accepting God's will, it is not a multiple choice. It is you accepting whatever journey God has you going into. You accepted whatever road, whatever wilderness, because, a lot of folks be saying they've been called by God, but then I wonder about them long. Because if you have never experienced anything, if there has always been platforms and mics and cameras, and that's your perception, you got it all wrong. Because at the end of the day, God will call you to a place. It'll be like Ezekiel. In Ezekiel chapter 37, I love how Ezekiel talks about it, because he said he said God brought him out to a valley. He usually, when he was talking in the book of Ezekiel, he usually talks to God or deals with God. But in chapter 37, he said God brought him out, and he didn't bring him out to a platform, to a mic, to a church service, to a convention. He brought him out to a valley full of something that could not talk back to him. And most of the times when you're saying yes to God, or when you're yielding yourself to God, he will, as I said, it is the start of the journey God has for your life. It is the beginning of the journey God has for your life. So when you say yes, you're not just saying, it's almost like military. You are putting your name on that dotted line to go wherever they tell you to go. To do whatever they tell you to do. And when that takes place, then you'll realize, number one, who God really is and what your purpose is in the earth. Yes, sir.
Boone, I want to come back and talk more about that yielding process. We got to take a quick break, but when we come back, let's dig right into that yielding piece of that.
Got you.
All right, here we go. We'll be right back.
Right.
You're sitting at the light again, late for work, with 101 different things going through your mind. Things like texting your coworker or listening to the morning drive time. When suddenly you're startled from a loud sustained hug from the rear, you're embarrassed. The light has turned green, and it's time for you to go. Introducing the road trip. Life is a trip, so read the signs. By Dr. Joel Trout. Stop, yield, go. Construction zone ahead. It's amazing that we have less accidents when the signs in of themselves have no power to enforce. Yet they inform, guide, direct, and warn us of the potential dangers ahead. This ebook encourages you to apply a deeper meaning to the spiritual context of these ambiguous signs, so we can safely navigate through this thing called life and arrive at our destination in one piece. The Road Trip. Life's a trip, so read the signs. By Dr. Joel Trout. Order your copy today.
We're back here on LongTalk this evening, and what a conversation this has been. And boy, our guest tonight, Dr. Timothy Boone, and his new release talking about perfecting. God is perfecting my faith. And tonight, I'm going to ask you, if you will, take a moment and just go to Amazon, pick up a copy of this. Or if you're saying, preacher, I don't want to wait for Prime, because I know it's a little draggy. So what I'll do is I'm going to meet him in Warner Robins on Sunday at 1. But whatever you do, make sure that you get your hands on a copy of his new release, God is Perfecting My Faith. Well, listen, before the break, I told you, you said in this book, when you answer the call of God, you are yielding yourself to his will.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that really wrestle with this yielding to his will, or opposed to him just honoring my will. Why do you say yielding?
That's good.
To his will.
Well, when you think of the understanding of yielding, just the word alone, most of the time when I think of it, I look at a sign, and of course, when you do the yield sign, you slow down. Because of course, slow down to be cautious, see if something coming. But when yielding to God means you submit, means you give up. There is no slowdown. Everything that is in you, or everything you have, you give it unto God. You give your desires, your wants, what you feel is best, your emotions, all of that, you give it to God and say, God, this is in your hands. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do. Whatever way you want me to go, I'll go. However you want me to do it, I'll do it. And it is a challenge for a lot of people, because we want to hold on to certain things we like and certain things we can stay connected to and do what God tells us to do at the same time, and it don't work like that.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. Yielding is giving up everything. It's submitting yourself unto God and to his will and saying, whatever you need me to do. I mean, come on, Long. Think about it. When you were a teenager, young man, you were not thinking about preaching. You know, you definitely weren't thinking about pastoring no church. But because you said yes to God, you yielded yourself to God, you gave up all of your desires, all of your wants, all of what you figured was best for your life, and said, Lord, here, you have it all. Take it all. I submit to whatever you want me to do. And that's really the deal when it comes down to yielding, or the word yielding. Yes, sir, bro. Yeah, man.
I got to empty myself, relieve myself, give away everything that I had, my intentions and my desires.
Right.
Boone, I had some really good intentions, though.
Yeah, and that's true. But at the end of the day, sometimes even your good intentions is not God intentions.
Whoa, say that again?
Sometimes even your good intentions is not God intentions. Or sometimes your decisions may be good decisions, but they're not God decisions. And when you submit, give away, and give up, you're saying, God, you direct me. God, you tell me who I need to marry. You tell me what place I need to go to. And some folks think it's too deep to do all that. Why you gotta ask God to tell you what loan company you need to go to? You need to. You need to. What person you need to marry? You need to. Some of those relationships wouldn't have been as bad if you would have let God direct you. So that's why I say, when yielding yourself to God is giving up everything you desire, everything you want, your emotions, your needs, and saying, God, you tell me, you direct me, you help me. Now, as I stated, this is perfecting your faith. So that means it don't happen overnight. You know, don't happen overnight. This is a process. It takes process, but you can be at that place where I want to give up everything. I want to, whatever you tell me to do, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a while. I'll acknowledge him about the wife, but where I want to live, that's on me. I have been scoping out. I know where I want to live, Boone. I got that part.
I got you, Lord. I got you, man. And that's the thing. It's the challenge with a lot of people who proclaim Jesus Christ. You know, we want what we desire. We want what we feel is best, and not really yield and submit unto the power of God. And don't get it twisted. I'm still learning today that, you know, there's still some things we have to give up. Paul said, I die daily.
Daily.
There's still some things we got to let go. Still some things we got to, you know, even this year when you thought you knew, you know, I thought I knew what direction, and God said, no, I want you to go in this direction. So, you know, there's still some things we're having to give up, to say, Lord, I don't want to do it no more. This is your will, whatever your will is. So, and then sometimes he'll put you along in a place, in a position where you ain't got no choice. Because you've been fighting, and as I would say, playing tug of war with God, saying, I think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to hold on to it. Okay, well, I'll allow something to hit your house to where you have no choice but to say yes. You ain't got no choice but to submit.
Boone, yes, sir, if you only knew what you were saying, I remember about a decade ago, I told God how much I was going to pay for a house, right?
Wow.
And he used my realtor to just tell me, Pastor, you out your mind.
Oh, wow.
And I thought I was getting it at a good deal.
Okay.
Glory to God. Boone, I'm about to run out of here, man. Don't.
Oh, God, man. Wow.
I told God I had found a good deal.
Jeez.
And obviously, he thought my deal wasn't worth a hill of beans, if you will. Because he took my good deal and slashed it in half.
Ooh. Jeez.
And the loan company that I thought I was going to finance,
right,
they wouldn't even approve me.
Wow.
Boone, this ain't I'm not here to testify tonight. I'm sorry. When you said yielding daily, here I am loving God, preaching, and telling God how much I'm gonna pay for a house.
Yeah, come on. God, wow. Yes, sir.
Because I thought I had found a good deal, right?
Right, exactly.
Boone, you helping me here tonight. I'll never do it again.
Oh, man.
In everything, acknowledge him.
Yes, sir.
In everything, yield to him is what you're really saying.
That's it.
And how often does this happen?
Consistently, daily, if need be, man. There are people who, as I've stated, with this coronavirus and this pandemic that hit, they have changed their perspective even about their relationship with God. So now we're yielding more than, waiting on Sunday morning to say, Lord, I give it up. Waiting on an altar call to say, Lord, here it is. No. Now you're having to listen to God because, with the social media, okay, I can get it, but there are times to where I need something from God then, and God's saying, you can't wait till Sunday no more. You can't wait till a preacher say, okay, altar call time. No, you got to, there is a consistency. There is a, as Paul said, dying daily. There's a giving up daily. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. That's my take, bro. That's my take on that. Yes, sir.
Boom. Yes, sir, and we got to do this every day.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to do it, man. We got to do it. We got to do it.
Because some days I'm telling God what I want to do, and then what you're really saying is, Long, you making a fool of yourself.
That's it.
Telling God how much you going to pay for a house.
Right.
And telling God where I'm going to live, and telling God what I'm going to drive.
Right.
and then got a nerve enough, boom, watch this, to ask him to bless it, right?
Exactly. As if he is your genie in the bottle. You do whatever I tell you to do. Yes. Come on, Long. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. Yeah, it does not work like that. He is not our genie. He is God. He sits on the throne. He chose us. We didn't choose him. Yeah, he chose us. So whatever he decides and he wants to do, he will do, regardless of if you want to connect or not. He'll put you in a position to where you have no choice.
And all of this is called perfecting, right?
It is called perfecting, man. Perfecting that faith. Yes, sir.
Listen,
Yes,
if you're
sir.
just tuning in tonight,
Yes, sir.
please, without any hesitation, go to Amazon right now
Yeah, man.
and pick up a copy of God is Perfecting My Faith.
Yes.
Dr. Boone's brand new release. It's so new, as a matter of fact,
Right.
that there are people already lining up in Warner Robins.
Hello, you got this man.
They're already lining up, Boone. They're already lining up.
Man, bless you, man. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I mean, because if social media is any indication, we've been seeing people asking. So, man, I don't know if you're gonna have to get some extra security or what you're gonna have to do Sunday. But please go to Amazon tonight and search out for God is Perfecting My Faith. Dr. Timothy Boone will be sharing and making this available for you to pick up. All right. Listen, before we go, Boone, I got one more thing I gotta ask you.
Got you, man.
I'm gonna skip through some of these notes I took, but I want to ask you this. You said that there's a chapter in the book where you talk about determination during devastation.
Right.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
You said it like this. You said, in times of devastation,
Right.
God is pulling out of you and I
Yes, sir.
what he's placed inside of us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anointing can't be embraced. It has to be extracted.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, my God.
Long.
Before I get into more of that, just unpack that for me, please.
Long when you knew when they used to, when you come to the altar, they used to put the oil on their hand and smear it, of course, on your forehead, put like a little cross signal on your forehead. And of course, I went through, being ordained as an elder, licensed as a minister, and of course, they lay hands on you, they pray for you, but it does not entail that you are anointed. And when I think about this, I think about Jesus being at the Garden of Gethsemane. Gethsemane means the place of crushing.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying? So the very place of devastation was the place that God was pulling out, or the very place that where we think is the most devastating part is the place that God pulls out that oil. That's what extracted means. Extracted is to pull. It is to pull out of you. And I believe that this is the interpretation of us being anointed, because we go through, as I've stated before, experiences that God pulls out of you what's on the inside of you. Ooh. He pulls out of you what's on the inside of you. The devastation is not to, and I put it out there, it is not to destroy you, but it is that God is trying to get in. He's trying to get on the inside of you and pull that very thing you need out. He's trying to pull that very thing that will help you fulfill your purpose out of you. Yes, sir, man. That's what that is. And the determination is your passion. It's your drive to continue to go even when it being pulled out. Because when God pulled it out, it hurt. When God pulls out of you what's on the inside of you, it don't always feel good, Long. It don't always look good, and it will not sometimes. Uh, Sometimes it won't even cause you. You be trying to comprehend, why is this happening to me? Why is this taking place in my life? Why it can't hit nobody else? Why I gotta hit me? Because God is saying, I got to get that oil out of you. I got to get that oil out of you. Y'all, we know the understanding of the oil. It is first an olive. And what the process that an olive has to go through is to be crushed, is to be pressed in order for oil to come out. That is the similar thing that God does when he's pulling out of you. He's pulling that oil out. He's pulling that anointing out, that you continue to fulfill your purpose. Yes, sir, man. That's it, bro. That's it, man. That's it, bro. That's it, man.
This is, as you said here in the book, this is that point of having determination.
Right. Yes, sir.
So this part doesn't come easy.
It don't. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't, Long. And that's to where you that drive, that passion, that zeal, because most of the time when you're at a place of devastation, you don't have, humanly speaking, the zeal to do it. There has to be something on the inside to cause you to do it, to cause you to continue to push. But that determination says, though he slay me, yet will I trust
Yet will.
that determination says, I won't be weary in well doing. For in due season I shall reap if I faint not. You follow what I'm saying?
And Boone, you said something earlier that I want to make sure that we hone in.
Gotcha.
When I come out of my devastation, that determination, when I see somebody else going through their devastation,
come on,
I can't say, no, I'm going to let, it's my responsibility to go over and help them.
That's it. That's it. If not, tell them what you've been through. Tell them what you encountered. Tell them what you faced and confronted and how you came out of it. You know, everybody ain't looking for no hookup Long. Everybody ain't looking for a handout. There are some people who are saying, listen, if you know how to fish, teach me.
Just teach me.
Give me the bucket.
Yeah.
Teach me how to fish.
I already got my own bucket. I already got my own
yes,
hook.
Sir.
Just teach me.
Yes, sir. That's it. And that's where, like, as you stated, that's where that comes in. My testimony, what I've been through, what I've faced, that will be told to that individual to help pull them out. Hey, that's it, man. That's what will perfect your faith, man. That's what will keep you going, that determination. Yeah, that determination. And there are plenty of things that I have been through in my life and in ministry that I had to have determination during those times of devastation.
Okay.
Yeah, the plenty of things that I've been through needed to have that determination during those times of devastation. Matter of fact, man, it was one time, and I'm gonna be short with it. It was one time I woke up, man, I had a bad headache on my right side. I had a bad headache on my right side. I told my wife about it, and we went to sleep on it. She told me to take some medicine, went to sleep, and head was still hurting. Woke up, whole face disfigured. Whole right side of my face. So my wife came home from work. I'm talking about broke down, went to crying. And I was like, I didn't know what was going on. She was like, you need to go to the doctor. We need to go to the hospital. You may be having a stroke. So when I got to the doctor said, yeah, you were this close from having a stroke. You got Bell palsy. Never heard of it before in my life. But he said you were this close from having a stroke. And I kid you not, I had to preach that was a Wednesday when I went to the doctor. I had to preach that Friday, and I told my wife, and she was like, you ain't going. I said, I got to go because that's my brother. And I told him I was coming, and I got to preach. I preached that Friday Long, and that wasn't based on what I was looking at in the mirror, because I'm looking at a disfigured face. But that was based on what I had on the inside to tell the people about what God is able to do. And God shut the place down. People got saved, delivered. It was an amazing experience. But if I would have wallowed in what I was going through, the people wouldn't have been blessed. That's the determination piece. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
Determination.
Yes, sir.
Yielding.
You're right. Yeah. Right. Yes.
Yeah, the last part of it is what really did it for me. You said,
Right.
again, God pulls out of you what he's placed in you.
Okay.
I love this part. Boy, this is why somebody got to get this book. God doesn't allow devastation to destroy you.
Right.
He allows it to manifest through you.
Right.
Boy, Boone. So God, okay, begin the conversation. The devil didn't do it, right?
Right.
God has used this to perfect me.
Right.
But it's getting real crazy now.
Right.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Right.
I lost my job.
Yeah. Man.
I got sick.
Come on, bro.
I'm trying to find a new job and
Yeah.
virtually teach these kids at the same time.
Come on.
Congress won't pass any more stimulus.
Right.
My neighbor acting crazy over here.
Yes. Yeah.
All of this, and I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. All of that.
But you're telling me I'm not going to lose my mind?
You ain't gonna lose it. You're not going to lose it.
And God's not interested in me losing my mind?
Listen, the very thing is, God is more interested in you trusting him in that than you losing your mind.
Woo!
Yeah, that's the interest in God. Faith pleases God. It is impossible to please God without faith. God is more interested in you trusting him than you losing it. And you can't lose it because he got something better. You can't lose it. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. He got something better. Yes, sir. That's where that determination comes in, because that devastation, as I said, it ain't to destroy you. It ain't to cause you to lose your mind. But what's going to manifest through you based on determination, God will get the glory, man. And that's what you hold on to. You hold on to the fact that you believe in God and you believe he has brought you here for a purpose.
Oh, my God.
Purpose for your life. Yes, sir.
Boone, I really sense this because I know we got a large audience on Facebook and on YouTube.
Gotcha.
I need everybody, and I do this periodically. Boone, please. I need everybody, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or however you're watching this, as a affirmation for tonight. I need you to write in the comments, I'm determined to make it.
Yeah.
Determined.
Yes, sir. Come on, man.
I'm determined to make it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boone, if you only, and maybe you do know what I've been through.
Got you. I don't know.
Boone, there are hundreds of people that are watching that does it really matter? And not to be insensitive, does it really matter what they've gone through?
As far as with those people watching?
Yeah.
To a certain extent, it does. It does matter.
Okay.
I feel like it does because there has to be a memory bank to always give God glory when you face something else. You can't not to wallow in pity and self-pity and Lord, why me? No, you always remember where he brought you from. That's what helps you to stay grateful, even in the midst of what you're having. Yeah. So you need that as a memory bank. You need that in your memory, in your book of memories.
Yeah.
To always remember, God, if you did that, surely you able. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boone, what a conversation here tonight. What a long talk this has been.
Bless you, man.
Friends, I need you. If you've enjoyed this, please go and follow Dr. Timothy Boone. You can follow him at Timothy Boone 1, the number 1. Again, at Timothy Boone 1.
Right.
Follow him. Man, you're always doing wonderful stuff.
Bless you. Bless
But
you.
tonight again, Boone, I'm happy that while we've had a chance just to sort of pick little parts of this book apart, you have just been consistent in giving us the tools necessary to perfect our faith.
Amen. Bless you, man. Bless you, bro. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for allowing us to be on this platform to help others. I believe that is my calling, man. I believe my calling is to push and ignite people who have a drive, have an eagerness to want to do, but sometimes need that push to do. I believe that our foundation and my foundation is faith. And the reason why I haven't given up or thrown in the towel is because I trust God, man. Listen. I ain't got a lot of money. I ain't got, not yet, rather. I ain't got the big finest of things, but I do know one thing. I put my trust in God, and He has sustained my life, my household, my family, my church, and He's continuing to bless, man. So that's what I feel my calling is in the earth, is to help and build people, bro. That's what it is, I believe. Yes, sir, man.
Sure. And so with that in mind, I need everybody who's watching this to go ahead as we bring this conversation to a close, but head on over before the night is over.
Yes, sir.
To Amazon.com and get Dr. Boone's new release. God is perfecting.
Yes.
He's perfecting my faith.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
boy, I just believe that this is going to be a blessing. Boone, again, if they don't want to go to Amazon, where can they come to on Sunday?
They can come to Warner Robins, Georgia, 120 Peacock Drive. That's 120 Peacock Drive, Warner Robins, Georgia, 31088. We'll start signing books at about 1 p.m. As I've said, if you have masks, please wear your mask. We do have sanitizer for the CDC guidelines, and we'll definitely be 6 feet social distancing. But I'll sign your book. We can take pictures, all that good stuff on that day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So individuals can come there to Faith Perfecting Life Center. Give us that address one more time.
It's 120 Peacock, P-A-C-O-C-K Drive, Warner Robins, Georgia, 31088.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sunday
sir.
at 1 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Boy, I know people are going to be grabbing them like the old saying, like hotcakes, if you will.
Right. Right. Yeah, man.
Because if, and I mean this,
Gotcha.
If what we heard tonight is just an appetizer of what's in that book,
Yes, sir.
because I know as I was gathering notes, I had to put the pen down because I said, boy, if I read any more,
Right.
this might turn into a 3-hour conversation.
Right.
But
Exactly, brother.
I'm just,
Bless you,
again,
man.
thankful, Boone, that you took the
Yes,
time
sir.
to come
Yes,
and
sir.
talk to us.
Yes, sir. God
We
bless
sincerely
you, man.
appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God bless you, Long. God bless you, man.
Friend, thank you so much. Again, stay with us just a few minutes as we bring this to a close.
All right.
Friends, what a conversation this has been tonight on LongTalk. Boy, perfecting your faith is absolutely vital to the success of your life. And I just pray that many of you that heard this conversation, you will take the time to pass it along to somebody else, as I always say. And that's why it's so necessary that you take the time to share and follow. So please share this with somebody. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and hit that share button. If you've been watching and this has been a blessing, hit that share button so that many others can hear the necessary tools that will enable them to understand that this is God who is perfecting their faith. And while you're doing that, as always, stay connected. Follow us, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. Subscribe and just continue to become engaged. Listen, before I let you go, two things I really want to tell you about, and I want to bring this to your attention quickly. that National Voter Registration Day is just a few days away. Wherever you're watching this from, please keep this date in mind. Tuesday, September the 22nd. That is National Voter Registration Day. So if you can go to your local municipality and gain information as to how that you can register to vote in your area, or you can go online to the National Voter Registration website and gain more information, okay? And then also I want to make you aware that the last day to register to vote is on Monday, October the 5th. So I know you got a few days, but listen, don't let the 5th of October sneak up on you. Tomorrow is Friday. Next week is will be here before you know it. Not trying to rush the weekend, but I don't want you to allow Monday the 5th, which is literally around the corner. I don't want that day to sneak up on you. If you have not registered to vote, or if you've got a family member in your house, maybe it's that college student, maybe it is that brother, that sister, or nephew, niece, family member who's never voted, who has not voted in quite some time, but really need to get back into the role. So please be very diligent. Family members, be very diligent in making sure that your entire family, your friends, your neighbors, anybody that you come into contact with, that they are registered to vote. So let's do all of this. Let's register as many people as we possibly can. Let's be active evangelists, that we can go out into our communities and engage as many people. Maybe we're not knocking on doors, but maybe we're sending text messages. Maybe we're sending e-blast. Maybe we're putting up signs. I don't know what you're going to do, but I need you to be as diligent, leading a social media campaign. However you can leverage your influence to get out and to help as many as possible. Please get out and vote. Again, that data that you can register, that will make a big drive, again, is on Tuesday the 22nd. Tuesday the 22nd. But you can do it tonight. You can do it tomorrow. You can do it. But there will be a special drive on the 22nd. We'll have more information about that in days to come. But again, please don't allow the 5th of October to sneak up on you. All right? All right. I wanted to make that announcement because I felt it was very important that all of us be very diligent in helping individuals learn to vote. And not just learn to vote, but actually get out and vote. All right? Well, listen. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm always grateful when you take the time to tune in to LongTalk. Thankful. Boy, another week is in the books. We've got more exciting content that's going to be coming next week. And boy, we've got some exciting guests lined up. Stay engaged, stay connected, and let's continue our LongTalk. All right? I love you. Enjoy this weekend. Get out and enjoy it. As it is, the weather's changing. We're approaching fall, but get out and get some exercise. Get out and enjoy the sunlight and enjoy this marvelous weekend. Thank you for being here tonight, and I appreciate you for tuning in, as always, to LongTalk. See you next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless.
Follow us on Facebook at Daunta A. Long. Follow us on Instagram at Daunta Long. Follow us on YouTube at Daunta A. Long. Thank you for tuning in to LongTalk.